Oh, it died. Hold on.
So I went in there, I was like, oh, we're good. Huh?
I'm a champion, I'm a Bryce, but I'm never gonna give up. I don't care what the path with the hiccups. I'ma get through now, I stick up for myself and my future, cause I just want
Yeah, get over it. Nobody likes us anyway.
I'm the one that is really gonna make it. I'm a champion.
Just don't step on your pecker. Welcome back, everybody, to the All Out Motorsports YouTube channel. Today, we are hopefully going to be putting a 206 engine on my mini bike. Might be way too much power, but we'll find out. Hopefully we're finding out today. Don't know if we'll come up with any issues or anything, but that's what we're here for, you know? So let's go ahead and get started. Right off the bat, just gonna try to shove this thing in there and see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and do this and see how it goes. Right off the bat, issue I anticipate might be the exhaust. All right. Gotta move that out of the way. There we go. Yep. Kind of what I anticipated. The exhaust goes straight back from here. Looks like this exhaust port here probably will need to be, let's see, like here-ish. And that's right in the wheel, and this goes straight back, so that would put the muffler like inside the rear tire. Huh. Well, wasn't anticipating that. Didn't really even think about that. So let's see what we can do. Well, my very first thought on how to fix this is basically checking out the 212 and seeing if I can steal that exhaust and put it on here. So I'm going to go grab that really quick. So the big question with this is going to be if these flanges are the same and if the bolts line up and all of that. I have no idea, not even a guess, if it's going to line up. My gut instinct, just knowing how these things typically kind of go, is that it won't, which is unfortunate. But that's what we're here to find out. Where is... Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. And is this gonna go on? Not even close. Well, this might just work. That took a whole lot more than I anticipated, but I think it actually worked. The holes are a lot big, like the mounting holes are not perfectly lined up, but they're a lot bigger, so like it works. And looking at it, it looks like it's sealed. So let's see what happens, I guess. It actually works. That actually works pretty nicely. Yeah, I'm surprised. Now the other question will be like when I fire it up, does it work? But I mean, placement and everything works good. And I can even, what I'm going to do is take these tubings out and then drop this whole plate down and then get me even a little bit more clearance up at the top, get center of gravity and everything down as far as possible. But I'm very pleased with how well that actually worked out. Okay, the engine is on. It actually fits really well in there, looks really good. I've got it basically just mounted on there and fuel line hooked up. We are going to go ahead and start it up and see what happens. Don't really know what's going to happen, so you'll be along for the ride with me. Chain's not on or anything, so I don't have to worry about it like taking off. Throttle's not even hooked up. I might have to end up hooking that up to help get it started, but we'll find out. Wish me luck. Well, from one engine with carb trouble to another one. I had to drop the bowl on here. Can you remember the slide was stuck? The float kind of got stuck too, so I had to unstick that. As soon as I did that, it fired straight up. But now there's fuel just like pouring out of the carburetor. And I don't really know why, but I'll go ahead and start it up and you guys can see. Oh, it died. Hold on. So yeah, it's really loud, a lot louder than I remembered that engine, and yeah, I don't know why all that fuel's coming out of the carburetor. Yeah, so we'll have to figure that one out, and well, at least it stopped this time. Last few times I've turned it off, the fuel has continued to come out, but it at least stopped this time, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research and figure out why that is and what that little tube is on the side that's just got fuel like jetting out down the bottom of it. Yeah, I don't know about this decision to do this, but you know, we're here now. We'll see what happens. So I spent a couple days doing some research and trying to figure out what I could about what's going on with this carburetor and everything. And I think basically what I figured out is that I think the float is just like super far off and it's just way overloading the carburetor bowl with fuel. So I'm going to start off. That's going to be the first thing that I adjust. And we'll see how it goes from there and see if that fixes anything. I broke the carburetor open. As you can see, I've got it sitting here and immediately was able to see what was going on. So you adjust the float level by bending that little tab in there, and the tab was bent all the way up. So like less fuel in the bowl, you bend it down, more fuel, you bend it up. It was bent all the way up, so basically this float was just always open, so it was just constantly dumping fuel into the bowl without ever stopping. So I'm gonna do some measurements and they say this line on here, you want it kind of where it's at now, just barely facing upward. But I'm going to do some research really quick to find out what that actual measurement is supposed to be and make sure I have it set exactly where Briggs & Stratton wants it to be set. But yeah, that would definitely be causing my issue. Well, it's been a couple weeks, maybe even almost a month since I filmed that clip that was just like a second ago. That's because I've just been kind of still chasing getting it to run. So basically I can get it to idle, choke on, choke off, it'll idle. Choke on, it'll rev up, runs perfectly fine, just like it should. Take the choke off, it'll still idle, but as soon as I give it any throttle, it wants to die or just not rev up at all, like I haven't even done anything. So I know that means it's too lean. I've just been trying to like richen it up a little bit. And yeah, so that's been a little bit of a struggle trying to get that right and get it some more fuel to it. So haven't really filmed anything because it's not that exciting. But I'll go ahead and fire it up and show you guys where it's at so you can hear how it's running and all of that. So yeah, as you can hear, it runs great on the choke, and then idle's fine and everything when it's not on the choke, but then won't rev up at all. So yeah, I have some more to figure out with that. Might have to drill out the jets. I'm gonna check some valve spacing, that kind of stuff, but that'll all be for next time. So remember to like and subscribe, make some comments down below. Next week, I will be setting valve lash. If that doesn't work, drilling out the jets, doing that kind of stuff. Hopefully getting this engine so it'll run. If I can do that without much issue, I'll get it together and we'll take it for a ride. So until then, remember, pecker up, hammer down.